Okay, number 6 now. Hold on. Number 6. I don't know what that's doing there. Hold on. I'm on the answer sheet. Hold on. Okay, number 6. Number 6. So that is a y. Oh, I don't know why it does that. ym divided by b equals c over d, and we are solving for y. That one looks tricky. It looks tricky. See how the examples are easy that the teacher gives in the explanation of the equations, but how hard it is to do it in real life. Oh boy, we're gonna have to. So we have to get rid of these fractions, right? That's the first thing we got to get rid of. Okay. So what we could do is we can multiply both sides by b and by d, right? So let's put a bd here, and let's put a bd here. As long as we multiply both sides equally by the same numbers or the same variables, this equality will be valid. So on this side, the b's cancel. On this side, the d's cancel. So what are you left with? You're left with dy m equals cb. So basically you're multiplying this by this thing, right? If it's a multiplication or a division here, you multiply once. If this would have been added together, you multiply by each number. But since it's a multiplication and division, what we're doing is we are simply multiplying the d by ym, and that's so d times y times m equals dym. And here it's the same thing. So we are solving for y. So I'm going to divide both sides by dm. Makes sense? So this one is canceled. This one is canceled. I'm left with y equals cb over dm. Let's go see what the answer is. Number 6, cb over dm, we're good. Okay, so we keep plowing forward. Number 7 now. That's a big E. Equals mc squared. Solve for m. Little m. That is I believe that's the theory of relativity or something like that. Isn't that E equals mc squared? Energy equals mass times the constant squared. I think that's what it means. Constant mean I think that's the speed of light. I think I heard that on a Neil deGrasse Tyson video. I can't remember this stuff. I'm just gonna solve this. So a trick one. They put an exponent here to trick us. So what do? We're solving for this guy. We've got to get rid of this guy. So it's m multiplied by something. We have to divide by something, right? And m equals large E over c squared. You see that? All right. So let's go see if I got that answer right. Answer is number 7. Large E over c squared. Yes. So this is what I was telling you about before. This is going to be very useful for your physics class. All right. Number 8. ds equals little ds. See how they're playing with you? We're solving for large capital D. So if we're solving for capital D, we want to get rid of the large s, right? And since this is a multiplication, we have to divide by both sides by a large s. So large D equals ds over large D. Large D and small d's are different numbers in math. All right? In writing, they mean the exact same thing. In math, they're variables, they're different variables, which is weird, but that's the way it is. The math gods decided it was so. And is this right? 8. Capital D equals ds over s. Yes, we're good. So we're almost 1/5 done. And it will get hellish before it gets better. Oh, let's go back to the... Boom. Number 9. Number 9. V, usually that's a volume equation in geometry or physics. 4 over 3 pi r3 So solve for pi. Is that a trick question? Pi, we know what it is. It's 3.14 or whatever. No, they want to know what pi is in this formula. They want us to solve the formula. So you could be like a real asshole with your teacher and write down 3.14, whatever, and you would have the solution. But they're looking at it in function of this function. All right. This formula, I should rather say. All right. So we want pi. We want to get rid of this fraction, right? First thing we want to do is we want to get rid of that bloody fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply everything by 3. Boom. By 3. So now, note, this is not 4 over 3 plus pi plus r3. This is 4 over 3 multiplied by pi over 1 multiplied by r3 over 1. And what basically is if you multiply this thing by 3, you don't do each one of these things as you would, for example, if they're adding or subtracting, you'd have to multiply each item by 3. Whereas here, it's only 3 times this whole thing. So if you look at the fraction, there's a 3 here, you cross these out, and you've gotten rid of that fraction. So let's take a look at that. So you have 3v here, obviously, equals 4 pi r squared. Is that squared? No, cube. Sorry, cube. All right. So now we want pi. So we have to get rid of the 4 and we have to get rid of the r3. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 4r3. You see that? So this gets crossed out and this gets crossed out. We're left with 3v over 4r3. Now, that should be the answer. Now, what asshole math teachers do is they require you to say 3 over 4. No, they just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. That'll be the answer. Number 9. Pi equals 3 large V over 4R3. So that's the good answer. All right. Number 10 now. Number 10. The first fifth of all these problems are done. You've got to do all these problems. You've got to do it. Even if you know it, just do it. 2 large E. Oh no, I'm writing down the answer. Boom. Okay. Practice formulas. All right. Number 10 now. Number 10. So that would be large E equals mv squared over 2. Solve for m. All right. I have written that down correctly. Yes, I have. So we want to know what m is. So first thing we're going to do is going to get rid of this bloody fraction and multiply both sides by 2. So we're going to have 2 large E equals m over v2. You see how we're crossing out this? Because we're multiplying. That's not a power. I just put it there to show you that I'm multiplying. And we're solving for m. So if we're solving for m, can you guess it? We're going to divide both by v squared, right? If I have v squared and I divide by v squared, it equals 1. If I have an apple and I divide by an apple, it's 1. So I get m equals 2 large E over v squared. That should be the answer. Number 10, m equals 2e v squared. Yes, that is the answer. Very good. One more problem. Should I do one more? No. We'll go